Hi, I'm Mark DiBenedetto alongside Danny Pello, Harry Hawkins, and Taylor Denson. There's new faces on the Trinity football team, new faces on the TSN staff, with the same goal in mind, a NESCAC title. TSN football coming at you!
Yeah! Already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come to the show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on all night. Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun? Just remember when you come to the show goes on. Have you ever had the feeling that you was being?
My focus of the week is on the Trinity rushing attack. Last season, Trinity relied heavily on freshman running back Evan Bunker, who carried the ball over 35 times a game in the second half of the season, totaling up nearly 1,000 yards by season's end. Fortunately, Bunker will now be joined by fellow sophomores Ben Crick and Dante Astheimer, who both suffered season-ending injuries in back-to-back weeks early last season. Now that the sophomore three-headed running attack is fully healthy, they are sure to wreak havoc in the NESCAC all season long. How Coach Devaney rotates in the running backs in the first week's game will give us a good idea of how devastating the rushing attack will be all season long.
My focus of the week is the Band's defensive front. Last season, the Bantam's only allowed opponents to rush for 45.5 yards per game, the best total in the NESCAC. Led by co-captain Herman Brito and fellow seniors Matt Walker, Gary Williams, Matt Del Conte, and Tim Finucane, the defensive front is primed to have another huge season. For a team that only allowed a NESCAC best 13.2 points per game, the linebacking core also returns reigning NESCAC Defensive Player of the Year Walter Fallis, an inside linebacker. Look for the Band's defensive line to dominate the Colby running game, who's been terrible for most of last season.
Hi everyone. My focus this week is Trinity's quarterbacks. Last year, head coach Jeff Devaney made the tough call to bench a then senior Craig Jusboski and go with sophomore Ryan Burgess under center. This year, Trinity has two young quarterbacks who are both ready after an off-season where they've been able to learn the playbook and are now ready to share the starter's role.
My focus of the week is on the Trinity offensive line. Returning 5 veterans, including junior NESCAC selection Mike Valenti, they are poised to have yet another successful season. But after doing such a great job last year at opening holes for Bantam ball carriers, there's going to be a lot of pressure on them to continue their dominance. Last year, they helped the core of rookie running backs to average 225 yards per game and a very solid 4.3 yards per carry on the ground. Creating running lanes for the Bantam rushing attack will go a long way towards extending Trinity's 7-game winning streak against Colby. Additionally, the O-line needs to give quarterback Ryan Burgess enough time to be able to make smart passes. Allowing him to feel comfortable in the pocket will go a long way toward minimizing Trinity turnovers.
My player to watch for this week is sophomore running back Ben Crick. In 2010, Crick rushed 26 times for 117 yards and a touchdown, before suffering a season-ending injury in the second game of the season. We will all be watching closely to see how Crick plays in his first game back from his injury. And now that Evan Bunker has established himself as a more than reliable back, Chris must remind the coaching staff and his teammates why he was the starting running back in last year's opening game. With something to prove, look for Crick to start the season off with a big bang on Saturday.
My player to watch this week is the reigning NESCAC Defensive Player of the Year, number 42, Walter Fallis. Last season, the inside linebacker, Fallis totaled 69 tackles, including 11 for loss and 2 sacks. That brings his career total to an amazing 199 tackles. After being named a preseason All-American this year, look for Fallis to come out strong this week against the Mules.
My player to watch is sophomore quarterback Headley Jennings. Last year, Jennings didn't get very much playing time, but made the most of it on the ground, where he averaged 4.3 yards per carry and scored 3 touchdowns. In the air, however, he really struggled. He only attempted 10 passes and only completed 3 of them for a total of 30 yards. This year, with more experience, the coaching staff hopes that Jennings can partner with junior quarterback Ryan Burgess to provide a dynamic attack for Trinity under center. With Burgess' passing ability and Jennings' running ability, it looks like it's going to be very hard for opposing defenses to predict what the Bantams are going to do.
My player to watch is junior safety Ray Haynes. At 6'1", 210 pounds, he has the build of a D1 safety and is poised to have a breakout season. The reigning Trinity Defensive Rookie of the Year has had one of the best preseasons on the team and has been making interceptions in practice on an almost daily basis. This should come as no surprise, as he was second on the team in tackles with 31 and made 2 picks in his first season as a starter. Colby quarterback Nick Metz is guaranteed to have his hands full on this one, as Haynes will be helping the already talented Trinity secondary apply tight coverage in the backfield. Look for big things to come for number 15.
Alright, it's that time of the week again. Time to predict the score of next week's game. I predict Trinity's going to come out on top with a big win, 42-10. Harry?
I also like Trinity. I think their rushing game is dominant, and I think that their receivers are good enough to overcome Colby's secondary. I think the Bantams will pull out a 31-6 victory.
I don't see Trinity having any problem in this one. My prediction is a 42-10 easy victory.
Trinity's defense dominates, and they pull away 35-7.
The game is this Saturday at Colby, 1 o'clock.